Well, hello everybody. This is Brian Stat coming to you again from Maxwell Realty, and I'm going to be talking today about the Maxwell Maximum Marketing System. It's a complimentary service that Maxwell Realty offers to all of its associates, and I just wanted to walk you through some of the basics of what the Maximum Marketing System it has to offer you and your business. So let's get right into it. If you come to this very familiar screen, maxcentral.ca, it's important to know that this is the Grand Central station for all things Maxwell Realty. We've got all these different buttons and features here, resource library and things like that. But the one we're talking about today is this one here, the Maximum Marketing System. This button will take you automatically without any additional passwords or anything directly from maxcentral.ca. By clicking on it, it'll take me straight into my Maximum Marketing System. So that's what we're looking at here. This is the Maxwell Maximum Marketing System, the back end of our engine. But before we do that, I want to back up for a second and just talk about how we get this information out to you. So this is what the email looks like when you take a listing on your MLS system, you load it into that system, and it cycles through the data feed and comes into our servers, and we produce this content for you. We'll automatically send you out an email congratulating you on your new listing with all of these marketing pieces already done. So let's just take a quick look at some of these. First off, there's a website, a full-featured website that you can have, which is you can point a domain name to it. You can do all kinds of things with it, but it's a really great looking website. This listing, incidentally, is courtesy of our manager of training and development, Brent Anderson. And this particular listing this is the website that has been created for it. So that's just one of the pieces. You can have a social media post. This is a social media piece we've designed specifically to be used for posting on different social media portals, and it's already been designed for that specific purpose. Here we also have a jumbo postcard. Now this is a print marketing postcard designed to be about half of the page of an 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock, and it is a double-sided postcard, so you can actually print these off and you can run them through Canada Post, through our discount through Canada Post. If you wanted to do an ad mail drop to market your new listing, or if you decided that you wanted to just go and print these off and hand them out door to door, that would be fine in that neighborhood where you took your new listing. So let's just go back here to our email. So we've looked at the social media post and the jumbo postcard. We've also produced for you a single page flyer that you can use. This flyer is already pre-done. It's very professional looking. It's a single-sided, so you could put your MLS spec sheet perhaps on the back if you wanted to, or use it in any number of different marketing applications. This is the e-postcard. The difference between a hard stock postcard and a e-postcard, of course, is that an e-postcard is clickable. So you can click a link here to view the listing. You can click to email the agent. You can visit Brent's Facebook or LinkedIn accounts. So this is something that you can send out through an email portal to your clients and other contacts that you have. In addition, we have something called a virtual tour, which is really more of an open house tour, or something that's really been designed to just work as a slideshow slider that you can put on a tablet, set up in a trade show or in an open house, and it'll just keep cycling these high resolution photos. We've built this automatically for you, so it's just a piece that you can use even on a big screen if you wanted to cycle that through in a show home, something like that. And finally, we also have created a video tour of the property based on the photos that come through that particular feed on that listing. So if I click on the video, you'll notice that this is already posted to YouTube. There's some nice music in the background. You can see that there's a information key to the property, and then it just starts to run through the video. One of the main reasons why we like to always use the videos is because YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world. So whatever people are searching on Google, they're searching on YouTube, and you'll be able to find this property or properties like it all through YouTube just by simply having this video. Also, it looks pretty awesome for your sellers as well to show them that you've produced a video and you've posted it automatically to YouTube. So let's go back and take a look at some of the other features of this email, bearing in mind that this is an automated email that we push directly to you. So here you have a link that you can share out for that video, but all these different pieces have these little Facebook and Twitter buttons. So if I click on a Facebook or a Twitter button, let's just say this social media post, if I just click on that Facebook button, it's going to automatically redirect me to my Facebook page. I can choose how I want to share that information and with who I want to share that information, and then simply just post it to Facebook, and it's been designed specifically to be formatted properly. You could always take that information, put it on Instagram or any of the other social media sites out there. The same thing with Twitter, simple as just a one-click on the Twitter button, and you'll be able to tweet that particular piece out. Same thing with the virtual tour, the video, the website, and then we come to this one that I very conspicuously did not talk about while I was going through the list, and that's because it's a little bit more advanced. For those of you who don't know how to boost a Facebook ad, it's a way of marketing property to a very targeted audience in the Facebook world. So we've done that in a very easy way by using a third party in order to stand between your listing and a Facebook boost, so you can do it in 4 clicks. So let me show you quickly how that works. If I click on the Facebook boosted ad, it takes me to a third-party website. When I arrive at that third-party website, give it a moment. There we are. When I arrive at that third-party website, what I have here is a Facebook boosted ad ready to go. I can click on the pencil on any of these different spots, and I can change any of that information, change the photo, change the data that's here, whatever I want to do. Now, if I'm totally happy with that ad, the way that it looks, I'm going to push that out to a certain audience in Facebook, and I get to choose who that audience is and how many people are going to see it. So I just simply click down here on my next step button. So that's click number 1. Here we are by radius or by city. I can choose 25 miles around that property in order to market to Facebook people on this particular thing. And I can also choose the age range of people I'd like to see it. Who is my target age group? As well, I can choose what income levels of those people that Facebook estimates, of course. And that's an optional field, but I can choose. If I was really targeting a very high-end clientele for a high-end home, I can really narrow in that search. Okay, so I'm okay with all of those settings just the way they are. I'm going to click on next step. That's click number 2. Now here we are. We have a budget screen. On the budget screen, it says how much do you want to actually send out from, as far as the budget goes. I'm going to spend $20, and I'm going to run this ad for 3 days. I'm going to launch it on November the 9th at 7:40 p.m. So if I do that, my daily spend for those 3 days is $6.67. I'm going to reach 1,000 to 2,600 people, and my target audience is 531,000 people. So that's a real easy way that we can take your listing and boost it out, even if you have zero knowledge of any kind of Facebook boosting potential. Now, if I click this next step button, it's going to take me to a payment screen where I have to pay for that budget, but all of the hard, heavy lifting has already been done for me. So if we go back to the email here, this is all of the products that we have produced automatically for you. And down here, this is to take you to the Maxwell Maximum Marketing Center. Like I said, this will take me directly into the marketing or into maxcentral.ca, where I'll be able to click on that single link button to go into the marketing center. And this is frequently asked questions. If you have any knowledge-based issues that need to be answered, you can always do that through that button as well. So now if I go back to the Maximum Marketing platform, this is what it looks like. Okay, this is what the platform looks like. My screen's a little bit cut off there at the top, but what I have here is, now I'm just going to flip over quickly to just so we keep on the same listing, I'm just going to flip over to Brent Anderson's profile. Okay, so here I am in the, I'm using Brent Anderson's profile, and I am in the Maximum Marketing System. Now, if I click on listings, I'm going to be able to see all of my listings that I have currently on the MLS system. This little globe here at the end of each listing delineates that this is actually an MLS listing. This is coming through the feed. It's live, and our robot sees it as live. Any of these listings, I can click on Manage, and I'm able to change any of the information, but bearing in mind that this information will be overwritten by the feed every night, because we're automatically bringing that information in. So if there's a change that needs to be done to the listing itself, do it in your MLS system, and we'll get it within 24 hours and update all of your pieces for you. Every time you create a listing through the MLS system and we get it in our servers, we generate all of that information for you. Now, all that information that comes in is produced into one of these folders. So we have a separate individual folder for each of your listings. So that listing that we were looking at earlier is 913 Hampton Court. So if I just click into 913 Hampton Court, there are the pieces that have been automatically generated for me that we saw in that email. Each of these pieces has individual options that can be dealt with. So if I click, for example, on the social media piece, I can publish it to the web, I can download it as an image or a JPEG, I can share it on Facebook, tweet a link, share it on Google+, or pin it to Pinterest directly from here. I can also edit that piece. If I decide that I don't like one of the photos or something like that, I can simply click on Photos. I can choose the photo that I don't like. I'm going to click this little Replace button, and it gives me all of these options. I can upload from my computer. I'd choose Dropbox, but in this case, I'm just going to take this photo and I'm going to swap it for this one. I like that one better. There, now I've swapped out that photo in the piece. I'm going to go right to the end, and I'm going to save and continue. There we go. It produces that piece for me. Now that piece is updated specifically for me. This is where that image is hosted, and of course we can track analytics and things on that as well. All of these options are available for each of these project folders and each of the pieces within those folders. If we take a look, for example, at the website, one thing you may want to note is that if I click on links and tools for that website, I can click and see all of the analytics. By clicking that little button, I can see all the analytics on this particular website, and this is something I could share with my seller and show them all of the wonderful things that I'm doing with their property and with the website that I've created for them. So if I go back to the project, you can see all those projects are in here, and I can create any number of additional pieces. I can duplicate them. All of them have individual options. I'll just show you one more before I wrap it up, because I don't want to make this too lengthy. Here's the flyer, for example. If I decide that I want to click on the download PDF button, I get three different options. The first one is for me to print to my home printer or my office printer. Or I can print, or I can create a PDF that is a commercial PDF, and that would give me full bleed, crop marks, 1UP or NUP output, which is things that a professional printer requires. So all I have to do is just click the download button, choose my options here, and download the PDF, and it'll come in with all of the crop marks and bleed marks that are required for me to send that PDF to a professional printer and have a full bleed, real nice, professional looking piece on that product. So that's all I'm going to show you for today. We'll dive into a couple other things in a future video, but I really hope that you take the opportunity to explore what's happening in the Maxwell Marketing System. And we're really proud of what's been created here, and we have some new product launches coming, so keep your eyes open for some of those new product launches, and I hope to see you again soon. And enjoy what Maxwell Realty has to offer. Take care.